Ben, you often talk about CP and how they're a credible alternative to other firms, and that often comes up as a conversation piece when you're meeting businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the reason why we're speaking to all these businesses in the first place is that something's not quite right with how the relationship's working, how the points, which obviously we mentioned previously, are coming about, whether or not they're feeling they're paying for too much or whatever it might be. But the big question is saying, well, what does an alternative look like? Because if they're with one Big Four and they move to Big Four number 2, arguably they're going to experience the same problems and the same solutions. And I think there's an element at the moment, certainly in the market, where they are looking beyond the usual suspects. They are looking to see what does a different type of audit service look and feel like, and actually, is that the right service for me? Is it going to make my life easier? Is it going to save me time?
Yes.
Is it going to save me money? And I think that's probably one of the reasons why you and I have been so busy over these last few years, having these conversations and understanding, there is an alternative and this is what it looks like as a result of that. The more that we're having these conversations, especially across that mid-market, gives me that level of confidence to say what we have here is something that genuinely does feel unique.
Yes.
It does feel that we've got an approach here where you put a people-first approach, a culture-first approach, and the side effects of those has an awesome impact on the service delivery.
Yes.
And that's the bit which is like, well, we need to tell more people about this, because I think that is all of the things that we hear back when we hear those problems, we hear those areas of friction.
Yeah.
We're there nodding, going, yeah, we know that, and actually we know that, and then we've found a solution to that. So it's an exciting time in the market right now, and I think as like you said earlier, we're not trying to take on the large listed,
No.
we're not trying to be big four number 5 or whatever it is. It's that there is a group of people, that mid-market business, those entrepreneurial focused people who are on a growth journey themselves, who need reliable, good people around them to help them support on that journey.
And that have been through a similar, going through a similar experience. It's really interesting when I've been talking to some businesses recently and they're similar size to us and they're actually going through that same, some of the opportunity and challenge that a fast growing business provides in terms of integrating acquisitions and actually we're absolutely aligned and can talk credibly around how we are doing that and share ideas with our clients and vice versa around some of that.
Because we're walking the walk, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And I think that actually that you have that degree of, I guess, intelligent empathy as well when you are talking to those people, instead of just saying, yes, I know what it feels like when you're sitting there as part of this huge machine. A lot of them said, we don't really know what we're feeling like, but for you and I actually living and breathing it as partners of the firm that's going through the same process. I think the reliance on data, as we know, the need for really good, safe, robust decision making is just it's critical as part of anyone's growth journey. So
and a clear vision. So we have a clear 3-year vision that actually I'm responsible for delivering the audit aspect of that. But everybody's really clear on what that looks like and living and breathing it, and that's
so
really
important.
Powerful.
But all these little things in isolation, once you bring them together, it's incredibly powerful when you're having those conversations and you coming back to the point about looking for an alternative in the marketplace. That's for me, one of the reasons why we're growing in the way that we're growing right now is because more and more finance teams, mid-sized businesses are thinking, okay, well, actually there is an alternative to this, and this is what it looks and feels like.
Yeah, very much so.